Hello everyone and welcome to the first part of the Luigi's Mansion 4 concept series, a series of videos where I outline my ideas for what I would love out of a new Luigi's Mansion game. Remember that all ideas expressed in this video for this conceptual game are my own, and this is just my opinion. So, if my general direction is not the same general direction that you would take the Luigi's Mansion series, that is okay, but don't criticize me for my views, just offer constructive criticism. I would love to hear your guys' ideas for what you'd like in a Luigi's Mansion game down in the comments down below. And while you're at it, if you enjoy this video, do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, as there are going to be 7 more parts after this, each one outlining an aspect of the Luigi's Mansion 4 game that I would like to see Next Level Games focus on and what I like to see them do. So without any further ado, let's start off with this part, which has to do with the story. Now, if you watched my original Luigi's Mansion 4 concepts and ideas video, then the story for this game should sound a little bit familiar. But I will focus on making the visuals look a bit better, as well as going a little bit deeper into specifics for the story. So Luigi's Mansion 4's story would take place not too long after the events of Luigi's Mansion 3. To recap, at the end of Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi saves Mario, Princess Peach, Professor Egad, and a few Toads from the evil clutches of King Boo, who captured them all and put them into paintings. King Boo and his assistant Helen Gravely are promptly put into ghost containment devices and are to be kept there forever. Or so we think. But anyways, for saving the Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom and having outstanding bravery, Princess Peach wanted to hold a party for Luigi, celebrating and honoring him and rewarding him for his very hard work. But it would of course be a surprise party, and all of their friends from all over the Mushroom Kingdom would be invited. Mario and Peach spend hours setting up the party, wanting to make sure it is the best party that could ever be held for Luigi. Egad even came to help, bringing a prototype of a new poltergust that he is currently developing, the Poltergust Ultima. I wonder what it does. Anyways, the party is looking set and it is about time to get it started. So the party begins and Luigi is en route to the castle, but before he arrives, that is when things go wrong. King Boo shows up. How did he get out of his containment unit? He, along with a gang of Boos, capture Mario, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Toad, Wario, Waluigi, and Professor Egad, and turn them all into paintings. Not too long after, Luigi shows up to the castle, and he immediately notices that something is wrong. Everyone is missing. He notices that the party decorations have been torn and are in complete disarray, and that no one is here. One of the Toad assistants is left behind and informs Luigi of what happens, being that King Boo and some of the Boos have taken Mario and the gang and taken them far away. With King Boo's original mansion being destroyed, Evershade Valley being brought to peace, and Helen Gravely's hotel being brought to the ground, the only possible conclusion that Luigi could draw is that King Boo brought them back to Boo Manor, where all the Boos reside. So, Luigi decides to storm off to Boo Manor to confront the Boos and save Mario along with all of his friends. But, Luigi notices something out of the corner of his eye that the Boos must have missed. Inside this case is a new looking poltergust. Luigi has never seen it before, and all he can see is the plaque that says Poltergust Ultima, so Luigi knows that this is one of Egad's inventions. Armed with his new poltergust, Luigi storms off to Boo Manor to go and fight King Boo and get Mario back. Now, of course, that is it for the main introduction story, but what about when Luigi gets to the mansion? Before stepping inside, Luigi figures he needs to figure out how to use this poltergust, as it seems very different from the poltergust he's used before. This poltergust, at first, reminds him of the very first poltergust he ever used back in the original mansion. Its functionality was very light. He could look around with his flashlight and use the vacuum to suck things and blow things out, but that is it. Those are the bare basics that you start off with once you go into the mansion, but we'll get into what the poltergust can do throughout the game in one of the next videos. So once Luigi gets used to the functionality of the poltergust and how limited it is, that is when he decides to go in and get the night started. Luigi knows that the stakes are high, as many of his friends are missing this time as opposed to just his brother, or just his brother and Princess Peach and a couple Toads. So he knows that he needs to go in there and teach King Boo a lesson, hopefully for the very last time. I do think it is important to point out that I feel like this game should be a finale to the current Luigi's Mansion story arc we have, because even though Luigi's Mansion isn't much about the story, all three games are very obviously connected as they do reference each other. So I want this game to feel like a finale to the King Boo story, so that maybe if they decided to do Luigi's Mansion 5 down the line, they could bring up maybe a new villain and make something completely new. So I want this game to feel epic in a lot of ways. There's a lot at stake, and that is where I'm going to leave it off. So I would like to thank you guys for watching the first part of the Luigi's Mansion 4 concept series. Again, this is kind of restating what I said in the original Luigi's Mansion 4 concepts video, but rest assured there will be many new details coming out in the following parts, so stay tuned, and like I said, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified of all the future parts as they come out. And I cannot wait to see you guys next Friday on October 14th for part 2. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you all then.